This playthrough is rated E10+.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Adventure Time, Marceline Investigations. In the last episode, we finally put LSP back together. We also found out that there's some issues in the Berry Kingdom. Ever since Finn and Jake went on their money-spending spree, Wildberry Princess has basically kicked them out. But unfortunately, that doesn't leave her kingdom in perfection, as her people have turned into meat and tell those meat boys to feed them constantly like big, fat, greasy pigs who have want for nothing but to eat and sleep all day. That sounds awesome to me, but Marceline doesn't think it's awesome, so let's keep exploring as we try to capture those meat boys for her. So anyway, made it back to Berry Princess's house. No, she's gotten out of the tub finally. Now we can talk to her regularly style.
That shark over there would love to get loose in here. If he was alive, that is.
Well, let's do that. We need to scare Wildberry Princess so we can get the... Actually, let's talk to her outside of it, see if she has any
Guess Wildberry Princess is done with her meat spa treatment.
I'll give you the artifact as soon as you round up the rest of the food boys.
Okay. Well, anyway, let's use that fin in the water.
I just know you're not thinking of putting anything nasty or scary in my meat spa.
So we need to distract her, huh? How do we distract her? Oh, there we go. Give us some delicious meats. A pile of delicious-looking meats. Wildberry Princess would probably love to add these to her pantry, so we need to.
That table could hold a lot of delicious meat products.
Let's add the big old slab of meat to the thing. That'll distract her long enough.
Hey, Wildberry Princess! I found some delicious meats while I was out dealing with the food boys. You interested?
Oh, yes! Even in the midst of a crisis, I am inexplicably distracted by delicious meat products.
A woman after my own heart. Let's put that fin of the shark in there, and scare the bejeebies out of her.
Nice. It looks like a shark is swimming in the meat spa. If that doesn't help me scare Wildberry Princess, nothing will.
Now we just need to wait for her to turn around at some point, whenever that is. So she got to turn around at some point? Do we need to just come back later?
Wildberry Princess's petrified berries might be just what I need to break that stone slab. But how can I get them?
Well, whenever she gets scared, do I need to leave and come back or something? Maybe. Unless there's something else we can do with her. I don't see anything else. I doubt we could, like, suck the red out of her.
That's doing absolutely nothing.
I mean, you could, but... Actually, maybe we scare her?
Because of my medical condition, I've been working on my fear management. Not much scares me anymore.
Huh? Oh, no. I wasn't trying to scare you. I was trying to scare that shark that's swimming in your meat spa.
What are you talking about? That's impossible.
Finn and Jake were right. That is kind of funny.
Now she's bare bones. She's in the nude. Well, let's take her
Wildberry Princess's
berry
petrified
bits.
berries. I kind of feel bad about scaring them off of her, but oh well.
Even SpongeBob SquarePants folds his clothes before he runs around in the
These
nude.
berries are as hard as cannonballs. I can totally find a use for these.
I do feel kind of bad of taking those off of her, so looks like we're done with that.
I'm
so.
thinking she's probably a little mad at me right now. I better let her cool off for a while.
You know, if you needed petrified berries, I could have just given you some. You didn't have to scare me like that.
That's the problem with the adventure game, point-and-click adventure game mentality. It's hard to just ask people for things. Like, you feel like you have to, like, take it from them, you know? Anyway, let's go back. Let's let her cool off for a bit. And get these things captured. Frame rate slowing me down. Now, can I dig up that dirt now, or do I need to dig up the creature first before I do that?
That really loosened up the dirt. There was some really fertile soil under the hard stuff. I'm gonna keep a little of that dirt for later, just in case.
I also need to...
I already took some of the fertile soil when I dug up the dirt patch. I don't need any more.
I assume I can dig up that creature, because we need to Well, let's find out. Let's see if that's what we need to do. Can we just straight up dig it up?
Okay, I have a big cannon plant thing, and looks like the food boy can't figure out what to do now.
We can scare him later, but first we need to put the pea shooter into the newly dug dirt. Let's throw that in there.
Yeah,
Oh.
I think that shooter plant thing will grow just fine here. Looks like it's ready to start shooting stuff already.
Wonder why it's still slow. There's no extra animation really going on. Oh, well, whatever. Perhaps I guess they just couldn't fix the frame rate issue here, so let's give it one of those hard berries. Truly petrified.
Boom! No more stone slab. Now there's a clear shot to the cage.
Now this is my boomstick. All right, excellent.
That big stone slab looks like it's blocking the front of the cage.
Well,
No
not
way
anymore.
I can move that. It's too big.
Okay, why is that still there if we've destroyed it? Well, let's move this meat boy. I assume we can just scare the little blighter.
Okay,
baby.
let's try this now. There he goes, right into the plant, and boom! 2 points.
He's up for a 3-pointer. Ooh, Shaq fails again. I mean, actually, I don't watch any sports at all, so the only reason I know certain sports players' names is if they made an appearance on like a cartoon or some comedy show. But anyway, first meat boy is captured. Let's get this second one out of the way. We need to get one of the other petrified berries. Oh, it's got thorns in the way.
So much for the stone slab.
Oh, looks like we got there's still something in front of it though.
The
Let's see what
slab
it
is
says.
gone, but that hedge is still blocking the way to the cage.
Yeah, you can't grab
I'm not
it, right?
touching that. It looks like it has thorns.
Oh, that'd be so painful. Well, let's use the weed clippers on it.
Well, now I've cut a hole in the hedge. Hope Wildberry Princess doesn't mind.
Or a hedge clip. It'll grow. They're plants, right? All right, now let's scare the meat boy into the plant like before.
Okay, let's get this guy in his cage. Off you go. Into the plant and into the cage. Good riddance.
Goodbye, bad rubbish. All right, now we get to the.
I've got better things to do than steal gold.
You're not an adventurer then. All right, let's capture that third and final meat boy. All right, so we need to make that thing grow. We do have that dirt. I wonder if that'll. Maybe we can just feed it some dirt to improve its. Let's see if it can be combined with anything. That might meat. Oh, there we go. That might be. So food scraps. Scraps of leftover food. Not very appetizing, but full of nutrients. Handful of fertile soil. If you mix this dirt with something nutrient rich, you'd have some good compost. I forgot to read the wild berries, petrified berries. I do apologize about that. Oh well.
Yeah, mixing those food scraps into the fertile soil made some really excellent compost.
Now we can feed that to the little guy and make him grow. Super effective compost. This compost is ideal for making young plants grow. It's super effective. I should have saved that till after I fed it to him. Oh well.
Wow, these things grow fast. Well, now that it's adult-sized, I guess it's fully functional.
All right, let's scare the little dude into the thing. It'll probably shoot. Actually, do I need to move the? No, looks like it's orient position. Let's scare him.
Off he goes. Down to the sign. Turn at the arrow. Yes, that's one less food boy to worry about. All right, Wildberry Princess, I just captured the last of the food boys. Problem solved. Now, if I can just get that artifact.
Sure, no problem. I'm happy to get rid of it. Here.
Yeah, thanks. Hey, I'm really sorry about scaring off your berries like that. I feel kind of bad about it.
Oh, don't worry about it. The hospital can reattach them. If I can find all of them, that is. I'm just glad you were able to round up all of my altered wild berry subjects.
About that. I checked. There's no way to change them back. Guess they can still live fulfilling lives as servants, though. They're really good at that.
Yeah, but my people have proven that they become lazy when waited upon, so they can't stay here. Luckily, I I heard that a king out in the forest is looking for some servants to work in his underground kingdom. I think my altered subjects will be happy. Or at least busy there.
Sure, okay. Guess I'll be going then. Good luck finding your berries.
Thanks. Bye, Marceline.
Hello? Is it me, or did this place get super weird since last time we were here?
Ah, Marceline! Oh, I'm glad you came back. I thought I was a goner!
Yo, Peppermint Butler! Are you in here?
Right here.
Told you this guy was bad news.
Ah, there you are. I take it you found the final artifact?
Yeah, got it right here.
Good. You've done very well. Very well indeed.
Peppermint Butler, what are...
No time for chit-chat. Everything's almost ready. Oh, silly me. I almost forgot. I'll be right back.
Huh? About those 2 other artifacts you're holding for me?
Yes, they're on the stands over there. Once the 3rd artifact is placed, they'll be automatically placed in the, containment thing.
Huh. Hey, yeah, that's convenient. I can carry all 3 at the same time in this. Thanks for your help. Later, Peppermint Butler.
What was that, Marceline? Oh.
Get us, please! Let's go home now!
And thus ends the investigation. That's kind of funny that that Peppermint Butler's big old scheme, nothing ever happened. That sounds like Adventure Time humor to me. So, all right, with all 3 items put together and we've done our duty, let's click and watch the end of Marceline Investigations Artifacts. Oh, that's it. I thought there was going to be like a little scene where she brings them all back. So, all right, well, that's it. That's Marceline artifact checking, and that's all there is to it. Unfortunately, there's no like extra achievements or trophies for it. It's just a little side story about how Marceline got all the 3 artifacts back and brought them back to Billy's cave before Finn and Jake got back with the sword and no tongue in case number 4. So, I guess I'll just do a really quick. I don't know, I guess we could roll the credits while we're doing it or something like that so we're on some type of screen. Was it worth $3 for that little story? Probably not, because it looks like they did reuse a lot of game. Was it reuse? What do you call it when you reuse certain things from a game? Just reuse them multiple times. Well, they reuse stuff. But there is a specific assets. They reused assets in the game. I mean, although they do have to pay the lady who voiced, or they have to pay the people who voiced Finn and Jake. Then they have to pay Marceline. Then they have to pay Peppermint Butler, whoever voiced Peppermint, and all the characters in it. So there is a reason to charge us so much. But I feel like $3 seemed to be a lot for a decently short adventure. Like this is, you can beat it in like under an hour if you know what you're doing. I guess it's the same case with the game. Is it worth buying if you're a big fan of the show? Maybe for like collection purposes. As an average gamer, probably not worth it. I mean, most point-and-click adventure games don't really need DLC for it. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm not saying the story was terrible. It was a nice chance to play as Marceline, but I think it should have been part of the game as an unlockable for finding like all of something, like as a bonus for finding all the collectibles or something like that in a game, not something you buy later. So that might have been a bit of a drop on Little Orbit, or if not Little Orbit's fault, whoever published like Nickelodeon, or not Nickelodeon Games, Cartoon Network Games, or whoever published it. Probably a little bit knock on them. That's probably their idea. That's the sad thing about DLC, is it just because of little things like that. So I don't know. Like I said, I mean, the overall, the game itself, the little what is it? Not quests. The difficulty or the challenges weren't very difficult. Not that they need to be. This is basically an easy man's point and click. Although technically, if you play any point and click adventure game now, like most of the modern ones, they're about the same. They're more about the story and the ambiance than really the difficulty of like putting all this stuff together. It's more like you're just interacting with the game and solving the problems and doing the quests or getting from point A to point B. It's just a side note in it overall. So it was a nice change of pace to play as Marceline again. I kind of wish for that price it would have been a little bit longer, or maybe had a couple of different stories. Like one was Marceline and another one was maybe like PB or something like that, not just one story. Or it could have been cheaper if it had been like, I don't know, because I think this was at the time $2.99. If it had been like maybe $1 or $1.99, might have been more worth it. Or if it came with more stuff than just that, I don't know. Like I said, I mean, I don't. It's not terrible. It's just like it's annoying when you have to pay extra for something like this, when technically it's not even necessary to play, because you don't really need to know how Marceline got that in the main storyline. Just that she got them, and she could have easily done it, you know. So if I had to rate the DLC, I'd probably give it a 5 out of 10. It's average. Like I said, it was nice playing as Marceline, but it didn't really do enough with her character to really make it a worthwhile purchase overall. I would say just buy the game if you really want the game, or at least rent the game and keep or buy it when it's used or something like that overall. But anyway, I know you're not here to watch me ramble on about the game or what DLC offers. It was a nice little adventure for what it was. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and I've already reviewed the main game itself. So overall, Adventure Time Finn and Jake Investigations overall, decent game, a fun little romp. Could have used a bit more work in the point-and-click adventure genre, but overall a nice charge for those who aren't used to it, like younger audiences or whatever, to play these types of games that I enjoy on a regular basis. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. It's overtime!